Click. Crows. They are everywhere. At least a dozen circling above these finger-like rocks. I should try to find some clues where Kotar might have taken Nikolai as quickly as possible. This rock looks like an altar. Blood. Lots of blood here. Drag marks in the blood, splattered to the right of the rock. Seven symbols, marks, or something else. Whatever it is, it symbolizes something malevolent. 3 triangles with a line down the middle. It's the same symbol we saw on the balcony door. Now smaller drops. Very hard to spot. They lead towards those small rocks. I'm struggling to notice anything here, but those look like bloody fingerprints. Footprints and marks of a body being dragged into the woods. Was Nikolai sacrificed here? I have no choice. I must follow the clues. Blood has led me here, to a watermill deep inside the woods. And I was followed the whole time. I can hear something. A very faint sound coming from down there. A small window is hidden behind this bush. That's Nikolai. He's either unconscious or dead. That massive pendulum is about to slice him in two. Nikolai! Wake up, Nikolai! Nothing. He's not moving. This mechanism is making the pendulum swing. There's no other explanation. I should try to stop the wheels, but I'd need something long and strong enough to do that. This mechanism is making the pendulum swing. There's no other explanation. I should try to stop the wheels, but I'd need something long and strong enough to do that. Human skin. I still can't fathom the hate and cruelty shared among God's creations. More blood. Wherever I go in this place, all I see is blood and death. I can't open it. The doorknob is missing. Human skin. I still can't. More blood. This mechanism. I should try to. I have no faith in the outcome. If I didn't come here, thoughts like... I think I'm going to throw up. But this stake could be what I need for the mechanism of the wheel. This is a nightmare. They all look the same. I'm not sure if they... It is massive, but I think I'll manage to carry it for this short distance. You're alive!
Benedict? Come downstairs. Quickly! Come here. I'm too weak to... How did you find me? I thought you already left town.
You can thank God for that.
There's no time. We must get out of here. I don't know where Kotar is, but I fear he... No, not anymore. Please.
I'm everywhere. I see and hear everything.
Your body is yellow because of the robe, but you have a face.
My face is a mask.
Someone told me moon ghouls have yellow bodies and shadows instead of faces. So what are you?
I am the king. You, that worm at your feet, the child on the pier. You all are slaves to Kasag.
What do you want?
Where is Nermin?
I don't know that man.
More importantly, where is the book?
What book?
Get down. Crawl like a worm. Start praying to that god of yours.
Please. We only want Victoria.
You wouldn't be here if that was the case. Facing the final moments of your existence. Tell me where Nermin is, and your agony will be brief. Give me the book, and your soul will be left to wander free. Don't do it, and you will be tortured until the last drop of blood has left your body. You will be then sent to Achrizath to serve Kasag.
I know you talked to Victoria last night.
She was asked the same questions, and she refused to talk, just like the two of you. Things would have been different for everyone if she did her part.
What part? We came in this town to find...
It hurts, I know. You should blame her.
Didn't you hear the chief of police? Victoria and Nermin have disappeared.
Norin is insignificant. A blind follower of that god of yours. You know exactly where they are hiding.
I don't know what book you're talking about. Nikolai, do you?
The Sekfra. I already told him. I don't know anything about it.
The long-lost occult book.
The original was destroyed by the Inquisition.
It was, until a new one was written, enriched with secrets beyond your earthly realm, and more powerful than your silly little Bible. You know where it is, and you know what will happen if you don't give it to me. I'm giving you the last chance to speak up. And don't try to escape. Give up the book, or tell me where it is.
I should do something, but what? God help me! I have no faith in the outcome. I have your book.
You worthless being! You will regret... Mitvare! Kortsi! Achlizer! Twitch!
Help me tie him up.
Kassak sees you! He knows what you did!
Let's get out of here. There's another lever at the top of the stairs.
Remember, there can be only one God.
Mitvare Kortsi, Mitvare Kortsi, Mitvare Kortsi, Mitvare Kortsi.
Are you sure about this?
If I have to choose between two nightmares, I'll take the one in my head. You should get some rest too.
I'm going to lay on the couch downstairs. Not really. As soon as he falls asleep, I'm getting out of here.
When I close my eyes, I can still see the pendulum getting closer with each breath.
What happened in the lodge?
It was that detective. He deceived us. He pushed us into this trap. Thank God we split. We would have been both dead by now if we had.
How did Kotar manage to take you away?
I don't know. He just appeared in front of my eyes. And then everything went dark. From then on, my mind kept phasing in and out, so... I don't remember much. Until I was awakened by these appalling screams. He was skinning a man. Alive. Impaled on a stake.
Who was that skinned man?
During one of the conscious phases, I remember seeing him in the boat. He had no skin on his face and no eyes. It was impossible to know his identity. He was a living corpse.
What happened in the watermill?
I don't want to talk about it.
You are drained of energy. Your face is ghastly pale and you barely talk. But you don't seem physically injured, so what happened?
I'm not certain we killed him, Benedict. Can death die?
You heard his screams at the end. That man is no longer part of this reality.
I think he cursed me. He said so many words in an ancient language, and with every word that came out, there was a weight inside. It was becoming heavier, unpleasant, until unbearable. He was trying to curse my soul, Benedict. He wanted me to let it go.
You are here. You survived. Calm down now. No need to talk about it anymore. There should be no more doubt, even for you. Victoria is involved in the horrors of this place.
She's not. You heard Hatur. He said that she was asked the same questions about Nairman in a book, which means she was captured and tortured too.
That man was lying, and he never said she was tortured, just that he asked her the same questions. Why did she rent the house for 3 nights? We were supposed to leave together immediately the next day.
I don't know. She just said to me we were going to stay more. I thought she was just joking. You know her.
No, I don't know her. Not anymore. It was Lucia, the owner of this cozy house, who told me it was rented for that long. Why would she stay this long, and without telling us, if not for obscure intentions?
She's not guilty, Benedict. For God's sake, it's your sister we're talking about.
Did you know that Victoria and Khatur had a friendly conversation in the woods last night?
Who told you that?
Madame Vera, the neighbor.
In the woods?
I went in there and found fresh footprints near a mass of human remains. Can you explain that?
It could have been someone else, or that neighbor is lying.
Remember what Mostov said before letting us go? Khatur was looking for Victoria last night, before the incident at the castle.
I don't believe anyone. She had nothing to do with those atrocities.
To sum up, and please don't interrupt me, Victoria and Nerman disfigured the mayor to worship a malignant deity. I'm getting sick just by saying this, but the mayor was Nerman's father, so you can imagine what kind of monster he is. She dragged me into this town claiming that we would be staying just one night, but she actually rented the house for 3 nights. Did she plan to sacrifice me to her new master? Maybe even the both of us. Khatur knew her, a man who called himself the king of a cannibal tribe. Maybe she has that book he was looking for. Maybe she just didn't want to tell him where Nerman is. All I know, a man that evil would have killed her in the woods if they didn't have a mutual agenda. Victoria left God and became what our parents feared she could be. She murdered that man in the Carcassa forest, and she murdered her unborn child.
She did not. Our child is not dead.
I already saw that in our family. Victoria became what our parents feared she could become. Our aunt.
She never told me anything bad about your aunt.
She murdered her unborn child too.
Murdered? That's impossible. Victoria would never have kept such a secret from me.
Nikolai, she kept her mouth shut because she's afraid of becoming just like our aunt.
Enough. Leave. You can say whatever you want. I know my wife is just a victim in this story. She's a good person.
You should rest now. But first, let me just ask you what...
Why did you choose to stay? You don't care about your sister. Even less about me.
To find the truth. It's my responsibility to know what happened and to understand why she did it. Victoria became what our father hated. I want to know why.
Well, it couldn't be simpler. The truth is right in front of you. You're just too blind to see it. What was that you wanted to ask me?
In the watermill, you said to Khatur you came into this town to find something. What exactly? Khatur said Kasag knows what you did. What did he mean by that? Don't answer. I just wanted to see your face while asking. I'll find the truth eventually. I should pay a visit to Mostov. He has a lot to explain and surely knows more about what's going on. It's a risk going there after what happened to Khatur. And there's still the chance they could take me in. But I think I'm out of options. Officer.
Officer Mars, stranger, do me a favor. Take a look at those 2 opened case files on the desk.
Why?
Just do it.
Yonkadia. Disappeared on March 2nd, 1982. Person last seen on a full moon night. Multiple witnesses saw him talking to a strange, tall man earlier that day. Clothes and personal belongings found in a trash bin near the railway station. Clothes were full of crow feathers and blood-stained. Analysis showed blood was of unknown animal origin. Haven Elizabeth McGuire. Date of disappearance is unknown. Talked to a few officers on a few occasions, asking for directions. Was particularly interested in the mountain. Rented 2 rooms for 2 nights in the Lodge Goldin. Reasons unknown. According to the receptionist, she didn't eat nor sleep. Receptionist heard her talking to someone in the room the first night, but saw no one with her before or after. Adi Bojanic. Such a beautiful dog. Chief Noren?
He won't answer you.
Your cousin Davor Gorski has sent me.
Leave.
Told you so.
I have a gift for you.
You want me to arrest you this time?
It's a cleaver. Davor said that you...
You may go in now. That was the sign.
Put that thing on my chair. The chair in front of the fireplace.
What thing?
The damn cleaver! If you need to talk to me, I'm here. You may go now.
The Bible. I see books of all kinds, but the Zerkva... I should be careful what I say. You won't take me in?
Why would we? You're more valuable to us on the outside.
Mostov lied. Letting us go was all planned.
You seem shocked. Trust me, you wouldn't be wandering around the town if I didn't allow it.
You think that we are going to lead you to Victorian and Nermin?
Yes, or they're going to come after you.
But you are wrong.
I'm never wrong, and I never fail.
Are you a devoted Catholic?
You saw the Bible on my desk, or maybe the books on the shelves, and so now you think I am.
Are you?
God is my shepherd, and I am the shepherd of this town.
Then you should know. You should understand that I couldn't have been involved in my sister's deeds. I'm a monk.
I'm never wrong. You being a man of cloth doesn't change anything. I don't know you. Only God does. Your awaiting fate will prove to me what you really are.
The cleaver I brought you.
Stop!
I just want to know the story behind it.
I won't tell you, and neither will Davor.
It seems a bit strange that a thing like that gave me access to your office.
I have your fingerprints on it now.
So, I did nothing. I just brought it to you.
Oh, but you did more than that. You got involved in something your feeble mind cannot possibly comprehend.
And what would that be?
Keep asking, and you'll realize soon. Better just stop.
About the man in the yellow mask.
The one your sister pushed to his death?
About him, yes. Have you found his identity yet?
No. And even if we did, I would never tell you. Stop asking.
How good of a detective is Mostov?
The best.
Really? He doesn't seem to be focused all the time. Not sure if he's all that reliable either.
He's obedient and disciplined. That's all I need from my men.
Excuse me.
God bless you, Benedict.
I know nothing about flowers, but this one has a unique shade of blue. It's pretty, if not a bit strange to see in a man's office. It leads to the interrogation rooms.
Stop! You are not allowed to go downstairs.
I looked at the case files. What was the point?
Remember those people. They were strangers just like you. They wander around the town, just like you. You don't get to walk safely in this valley. Sveti Kotar is a dangerous place.
I know that.
They knew too, and the ones that went missing before and after them. Everyone knows, but nobody cares.
I understand. Thank you for being so thoughtful, officer.
Just doing my job. Now tell me, what made you appear in front of my desk tonight?
I'm looking for Detective Mostov.
He's downstairs with the mayor. Wait a minute. Who are you anyway?
This man doesn't seem to know about me and the interrogation. I'd better lie.
Well?
I was sent to bless the mayor's corpse before the funeral.
Who sent you?
Father Henry.
Why? Is he alright? He always comes.
Well, no. He didn't feel well tonight, and it was an important matter that couldn't wait. So, here I am.
I agree, but you are a stranger. You don't live in Sveti Kotar.
I'm a visiting priest of the Church of Ivan Kotar.
I see. All right, Father. You may go see the mayor downstairs. It's the passage behind me.
When did the disappearances start?
Centuries ago.
And no one did anything to stop it by now?
Hey, we are doing the best we can, even though it helps nothing. If the efforts of the Inquisition were futile, then there's not much we can really do here. Just pray, I guess.
What did the Inquisition do?
They built this building, the Grimalda Castle, and the Church of Mary in the forest. Helped to materialize God, you know. They banned the Saboran name and religion, and they hunted them. Thanks to their efforts, many followers of the vile tribe were captured and executed. But the evil is still here. It's floating in the air, it's crawling under the ground, and it's poisoning the minds.
Why not just abandon this valley then? It's irreversibly cursed.
Faith. We the Kotarians are stubborn people. We may have little possessions, but we never lack faith. And one day, a savior will come, and we will be free of the malice. It's faith that keeps us living and hoping.
Excuse me.
Finally, Father. We were waiting on your arrival. God forgive me, but I've started with the prayers in your absence. I hope I didn't cause any harm to this man's poor soul.
You think God will forgive you for what you did to us?
Benedict? I thought I heard Henry upstairs.
It's what you thought you heard because we are already dead in your mind.
That is absolutely not true.
Then why do you look so confused and uncomfortable to see me?
It's not. I'm horrified by what was done to our mayor. Take a look at him if you wish, or we can continue talking. I must warn you though, what's hiding underneath that sheet could haunt you forever.
And I must warn you too. Henry knows I'm here, so do not try anything foolish. Type A, Type 0. These bottles are all full of blood. I'm no expert, but I never knew blood to be taken out of corpses. Why would they do that? The skull was opened to take a piece of the brain out. The eyes were gouged out and the skin ripped off of his face. Dreadful. Belittling.
The worshipper took his face to create a new yellow mask, while the eyes and part of the brain were eaten as a part of the ritual.
It must be the yellow mask the mayor was wearing when they found him in the forest.
Yellow masks are nothing but disembodied skin faces of past Saboran's victims, colored with sulfur and then smeared with some strange kind of wax to prevent decay.
Slit open and disemboweled.
This is what bewilders us. The heart was taken out and eaten as usual, but they never disemboweled the trunk. Strange.
Answer me. Do you worship the evil and the unknown just like the man you follow?
The man I follow?
Hatur is a Saboran.
What?
Nikolai believed you. I didn't. But still, we both fell into Hatur's trap and were almost murdered.
God, no. Are you sure? How can you be so sure? You must be lying.
Do you think I am capable of lies? A man of God never lies.
You are right. I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry. I swear to God, I didn't know who he really is. I was just following orders. But I'll do whatever it takes to be forgiven. Whatever it takes, whatever God demands.
Then start showing some good faith by answering my questions. What happened last night?
What do you mean?
You were with Hatur and he was looking for Victoria. Why?
I don't know. I can't remember. Where's Hatur now?
Don't lie to me. You know the reason.
I wasn't told anything.
You're afraid of him. Hatur is no longer with us.
You killed him?
God has his ways of dealing with evil.
All right. I was just told we should find Victoria before she carries out whatever plans she had with Nermin.
Plan she had? How do you know she had a plan?
We know she met with Nermin and the cult the first time she came here.
What are you talking about? This is our first time in this place.
You didn't know? That explains a lot. She visited town a few months ago. No doubt about it, multiple witnesses saw her.
Who are the witnesses?
I know only of Lucia, the owner of the house where we found you earlier.
This means... Did Victoria stay in the same house back then?
She did. Introduce herself as Petra.
Why do you think she met with Nermin and the cult back then?
You don't have to be smart to connect the pieces. She arrived just after Nermin's escape from the asylum.
The case you've been working on.
How do you know?
I had a chat with the old man at the lake.
Arsen. Good man. I regret taking his help, for it made me lose half of my brain.
Right. So is it possible Victoria helped Nermin escape? Or did she arrive here when she found out about it?
It's all connected. It must be. We're still trying to find out how. I said it before, and I'll repeat it now. It's crazy to think that your sister did all this. But if evidence leads us there, I'm sorry.
The asylum is under the control of the Saborans, isn't it?
I don't know.
So why would they imprison Nermin? It doesn't make any sense. He's one of them.
That's just a rumor Henry is trying to spread to the townspeople. No one, except for the warden and the staff, knows what's going on in the asylum. No one. Not even our chief.
The more I learn about the truth, the less I can understand what happened. Did you identify the man with the yellow mask?
The castle incident?
Yes, the identity of the man that was pushed by Victoria.
We found all his, or should I say most of his, body parts. Wasn't easy. He splashed and ricocheted all over the chasm. Needless to say, due to severe disfiguration, we still haven't found out who he was. Getting his identity will be tough, if not impossible.
You didn't find his hands?
We did.
Didn't you run the database against his fingerprints then?
Do you know where you are? It's like we're stuck in medieval times. We don't have a database of any sort.
For God's sake. He was wearing a yellow mask. You found his head. Don't you have his teeth?
Only what's left of them, and they can't help in any way. I know what you're asking. I'm aware of identification through dental records. But we have no dentists in town.
Even the teeth are rotting here. How can I get to the castle?
It's very easy. Going out of the station, you turn right, and then just follow the river uphill. But forget about it. Grimalda is off limits every day of the year except on October 28th, which was yesterday.
Maybe there could be some clues to who that man was. Something, anything.
That's our job, not yours. And I would never let you go there, Father. It's sealed and locked for a reason.
A sealed door won't stop me if the truth moves me in that direction. You lost part of your brain by helping Arsen. Could you tell me what happened?
I uncovered something which I wasn't supposed to. Someone learned about my discovery and tried to kill me. I still can't remember what I found and who attacked me. Heck, sometimes I can't even remember what I did yesterday. But God help me, I'll find the truth. Yes, I will.
Excuse me.
Father, could you do me a favor?
It depends on the request.
Please go upstairs and ask Officer Maz to give you the case file I handed to him earlier. I want to make things right.
You want to make things right? What do you mean?
Just trust me. Go get it. I don't want to leave the mayor now. I have to pray for his poor soul.
I'll do it.
Thank you, Father.
No. It's probably the room where they keep the corpses. Detective Mostov sent me to get a case file for him.
He said nothing to me.
The one I handed you before. Give him just the note from inside.
No problem, Father.
I have to go downstairs to talk to Mostov first. He's gone. No. I had to go, Father. I apologize. What Maz gave you is the last page of Victoria's notebook. We found it in the belfry at the crime scene. Other notes are irrelevant, dated months ago. No one will notice a page missing. This is the only evidence I can give you. Hope it helps for you to find her, and for me to be forgiven of my sins. P.S. If you need me later, come visit me. Once you get out of the station, turn right, and then just follow the narrow street until you reach the last house on the hill. P.P.S. Burn this note. This is his way of making things right? I'll take the note as evidence, and it could help me to find his house later.